Hi, team. I'm Fitz Kohler, your very noisy race announcer from the Donna National Marathon to Finish Breast Cancer. And welcome to our post-race party. Holy cow. What an incredible weekend. If you were a part of it, you know. I got to say, I host races all over the country I'd say most weekends of the year. This one felt a bit flawless. It just felt flawless. Everything went right. Now, I say that even though we did have a little bit of weather on Sunday, but still, everything went right. So I know that's a combination of things. I know it's because the leadership, I know Donna created this movement for motion, and she hired the best person for the job. And Amanda Napolitano is a magician, a unicorn. I don't know how she does it. I know she's been understaffed this year. And then we throw into the mix y'all. And I just so impressed. We had 6,100 runners from 50 states, all 50 states represented, nine countries, and it just couldn't have been better. So I'm going to bring on the magician, the wizard, the sorceress who makes all of this happen. And she's already recovered and feeling fantastic. Our executive director and race director, Amanda Napolitano.
Hi, Fitz.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
You really, all the things. It's all the things. The marathon is a big deal, but that was organized to perfection. And then the community was out, and our sound was great. The party was great, all the stuff. And then you had freaking Jaguar Stadium and a Mayo Clinic production and a world-class expo. It just, I can't find any flaws, Amanda.
It was a flawless weekend. It really was. And certainly I don't do that all by myself. There was so many people. I mean, Carolyn, she just said, hello, ladies. She led all of our volunteers in the expo, but did an amazing job, has been involved since. And here's the thing, she's been involved for 17 years. We have so many people that are at various positions of this event that have literally been doing it for 17 years. It's, it is a framework that has been established that we just keep perfecting. And I don't know, this year just felt like we finally landed on perfect.
All right. So you can hear me, but someone else can hear me out in internet land. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
If you can hear me, say hello. Let me know you can hear me, because who said they couldn't hear me? Deb White. Maybe can you hear me now? Hello, Amanda, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Well, don't just say hello. Tell me you can hear me. They're so funny. They're good. Okay, I can hear you. Good.
Okay. Thanks, Kim.
Okay, I hope Deb gets her sound fixed. Maybe her computer just likes you and not me. But yeah, what an incredible team. But all credit where credit is due. You run a tight ship, and even the sponsors, each have such big deal sponsors, Amanda. I really, knowing the difference, I was thinking, but I couldn't find any flaws. So congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. We do, there's something to be said about doing something like this for a greater purpose. There's a why behind everything we do. I hear so many times, when you're having strategy conversations with sponsors, because, obviously there's strategy to all of this, and they want to reach all of you, and they have objectives in their businesses. But at the end of the day, you wrap up a conversation with, but really, we just want to help the Donna Foundation. And I think with everything we're doing at the end of the day, well, we really just want to help you serve families living with breast cancer. And it makes everything just magical.
Okay. So going there, we had some weather on Sunday. I'm officially dry now. Are you finally dry?
I was okay. Everyone out in everyone Fitz land. We all need to come together and go shopping for Fitz and buy her some rain gear, because the girl was soaked to the bone. I'm standing there all feeling good. I've got on my layers. My pants have a liner on the inside. I've got on my boots. Oh, sure. So yeah, see, we just need to equip you better with some gear, and you'll be good. And maybe you won't have the sniffles the next time.
Yeah. If anyone's watching, I'm not feeling my best right now. It's fine, but I also pretty much smooched 6,100 athletes. I'm not saying there was French kissing, but there was very close, and I've been contaminated by something or someone, so whatever, I'll be fine. Wow, all worth it, right? Okay, so here's the thing: is we're out there and getting throttled by the rain, and all I can think is that this is so much better than breast cancer. If I could choose being sick at home with chemo or to be running or announcing in the rain, it's a freaking party, it's perspective. And I thought we had a really good time in the rain.
I did too. I was up the night before the race later than I normally would be to ensure that all of our emergency alert system protocols were ready. Because we knew that there was a system coming through, and we had the National Weather Service and the Tim Deegan cast, and we knew what was coming, and it looked like we were going to get this, this perfection of nor'easters to the north and thunderstorms to the south, and we would be sort of in this magic in between and be okay. We knew we'd get wet, but we felt like we'd be okay in terms of the things that make me have to get buses out to you guys and bring you back home. But that was absolutely no guarantee. So I started the day. I don't get nervous. I mean, I don't worry. I'm not fearful because we practice what we preach around here. It's love over fear. And I surrender all of that. I can't control it, and I know it'll be fine. But we got all excited about that amazing pink sunrise. You remember the just gorgeous red?
It was beautiful. Sunrise. What are the odds?
Donna was like, "Oh my God, look, it's so beautiful." Everybody's taking pictures and selfies. And I can't help in the back of my mind going, red sky at morning, sailors take warning. Red sky at morning, sailors take warning. Oh my God. But the fact that the heavy stuff stayed until we had about 80% of the field across the finish line before we ever got a drop of rain. As soon as I walked through the door at home late Sunday and dropped my bag in the office, this crack of lightning hits outside, and we had a tornado in Clay County, which is just west of here.
I did see
Sunday
that
afternoon. So I mean, it could have definitely been a challenge, and it wasn't. I'm so grateful.
No, the heavens were smiling on the Donna Foundation. So, folks, I want you to use comment section. Tell us what races you ran this weekend. And I think we should watch the marathon day video. What about Sunday? Do you think that's a good choice, Amanda? Let's go in reverse.
Ready. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Cha-cha-cha-cha, and... Adorable, right?
Adorable. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's relive it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Every day. Hey, thank you so much to our photography teams, 904 Fitness and Marathon Photos. They got on the stick yesterday and today and got us those photos so we can make the reel.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Mike Kelly, you too.
That's right. Mike. We don't want
Yeah.
to forget Mike. He's very
No.
sweet and
Yeah,
very
Mike.
ambitious. So my favorite part of the day, the start line. I just love it when we're all together. It's the only time in the entire race weekend where we are all together. And I like it rowdy. And apparently our runners liked it rowdy too. They were so much flipping fun, just the best spirits and the dancing. And that's the type of place I could stay for hours on end, just
No, it
basking in
gets
the
a little
joy.
sad when they're gone. You know, it's like, oh, come back soon. Okay, we got to talk about the national anthem. Did Renee not kill it?
Phenomenal. She's so good. She belongs there.
She, oh my goodness gracious, she is so talented. I searched the social media land yesterday, looking for some of her friends that might have captured it, and her friend Robin did, and I listened to it a few times. Just stunning. Great job, Renee.
Yeah, she was fantastic. And normally I have the time to tell the anthem singer what a great job they did, if they did, but we had to start the race too. So Renee, I'm so sorry I didn't wow you publicly. You deserved the public wow. This is very funny. This is Christina Harder, whose team had her shirts just a blip, and I think she's just the blip. I know it's cancer, it's just the blip, but she was their blip. It was very cute. She is a very loved person. And then look here, Cape Meadows, 5K and half, and back to chemo today.
Oh, no big whoop. Just doing some booby trap and and some chemo. It's all good.
No big whoop. And my hat, my invisible hat, is off to you, ladies who are doing that. I did not have the capacity to do those things during chemo. I did 2 5Ks. I thought there was a chance I might have been carted off in an ambulance during both of them. So see people doing chemo and running marathons not only makes me feel wowed, but it also makes me feel like a raging wimp. I feel like, how are they doing that? I was so sick. So impressive.
It is impressive. But we can all do hard things.
Yeah, our runners can do the hardest things. They definitely do have marvel flowing through their veins. Oh, so good, so good. Booby trap. We like the it's nice. It's a nice event where you can just constantly say boobies.
Yep, we're not afraid to say breast and boobies and all of the things. Yep.
There's things that
Denise, we'll get it out there, right? We'll get our videos out there so that everybody can watch them over and over and over again.
Well, yeah, when this is over, you guys can just keep watching it. You can put us on replay and just keep watching the recap show over and over, right, Amanda?
That's right. Put it in your lineup with all the other Netflix and streaming movies. Yep, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's I will not be on the computer at all. I'm going to watch all kinds of brainless things on I don't know. So somebody give me a recommendation of something chill to watch.
That's a great idea, because I could use that too. Okay, so I loved hugging your friend too, Courtney. That's pretty special, Kate. Let's see, dynamic duo. Oh, that's us. How nice. Cowbells. Yes, okay. Lee, that's an important job. Deb did the 5K, husband ran the half. She is sweet as pie. You know what? Deb was so nice that she came up at the expo and she said, come to the merchandise tent. I want to buy you the towel. Just as a present for no reason. She bought me that towel.
Oh, you got a critter towel.
I did. It's so cute. It's very soft.
So cute. Very nice. Thank you, Deb.
Very kind. Very kind. Our athletes are definitely the kindness. Okay, so we know what races you ran. Tell us what your favorite part of the race is. So my favorite part is the start line. What is your favorite part, Miss Napolitano?
Oh, I gotta say the start's fun. And it just felt so beautiful this year. I don't know, something about it was extra special. So not to say the same thing you did, but I'm sort of going with the start. Although another favorite part for me is watching the dashers. The Donna Dash is always just so much fun, and watching the families and the kids, and Jackson, and everybody seeing their faces on the jumbotrons, and it's or the screens. I don't know what we're supposed to call them. I think they've upgraded from the word jumbotron, but that's okay.
Yeah. I think Jumbotron probably still works. In fact, I'm pretty late. Okay, this is the right answer. The dancing was the best part. There's our photographer who actually made a fantastic dance video, but it was a little too long to show. Right,
Yes.
Amanda?
Yeah, it's a little too long to show tonight, but I'm going to get that out there for everybody to see, if I can figure out a way to do it without getting my hand slapped because of music rights.
I'll teach you.
Okay, thank you.
That's no problem. So the crowd support. That's actually one of the other things, is that I never get to see any of that stuff. But every year people say, "Oh my God, the streets were so filled with pink and love." And how do you arrange that?
Well, I gotta say, we for the first time ever, we got the Jaguars D line out in the Beaches Town Center area. This is the drum line.
Cool.
They came out for about an hour and played. And I was so stoked to see some of the photos and videos of that, because they're not able to do that in the rain. So it was going to be a game day decision as to whether or not they were going to come out and try to do it. So stoked to see those videos. And then, yeah, Kim, the flock on Fifth. I mean, the team out there that, the family of neighbors that come together every year and flock out Fifth. Oh, they do such a good job. And they've got a DJ out there, so the music is pumping. There's flamingos everywhere. They do the banners, across the, so it's like you're going through this tunnel of pink amazingness. Okay. And there may or may not be some unofficial aid stations along that crowd on that road as well. Possibly
with adult beverages, I've been told.
Maybe.
Off the record, we will not confirm nor deny. That's so cute. Oh, and the ultra athletes, people actually ran 100, I think it's 89.3 miles on Saturday. And then
84 on Saturday and the 26 on Sunday. Is that right? Did I do the math right?
Well, yes. Something like that. Incredible.
84 on Saturday.
How many?
Yeah. The 84 miles on 84 and change on Saturday, and then the 26.2 on Sunday. And we had 3 official finishers of the ultra marathon this year.
Okay. Yeah. So let's pause there, because I think their finish was pretty special, but we're going to go back to, what was it, maybe 9:30 when the rain started coming, 10 a.m.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was 11.
Okay.
It was later in the morning than you think. It was after 11.
Okay.
Pushing noon.
Okay. When it came hard, and our runners are so gritty. They just decided to keep going. And
that's right.
I mean, for me, there was nowhere to hide, right? I could actually be in under the tent announcer, but that's not my style.
That's not your jam. I was stand in the timing trailer director, but you were definitely stand out in it. Fun Fitz.
Well, yeah, but what a privilege, because everybody who came to the finish line, even though it was monsooning, I didn't see one person who had a cranky face. Everybody was having a fun time, right? It was joyful. And then not only were our runners super fun, but our volunteers started getting a little wacky the further the day went. And we started off our morning with an awesome group of sorority girls. It was AKOs and AE5s and Zetas from JU.
Yep.
So great. Those girls were awesome. But towards the end of the day, our volunteer crew switched to Sigma Nu fraternity. I believe they're JU, correct?
I believe so, yes.
They were so fun. In fact, I would like for them to come on the road with me and be my sidekicks for all races. We had the best time. Someone sent me a really cute video, and I'm going to play it. And I'm adopting all of these boys. Are you ready? They're going to be mine forever. They were so cute.
So cute. You had so much fun. They loved you. They were having the best time. The
And
best
then,
time. And they're a repeat volunteer crew. I mean, these guys have come out for a few years now, and we so appreciate our volunteers and Diachi Sankyo for making the volunteer program possible. Thank you, everybody. But yeah, they had a blast.
oh my gosh, they went above and beyond. So if I would call Andrea's name, all of a sudden one of them was yelling, "Give me an A, give me an A," and they just piled on the love. It's so very sweet. They're 20-something-year-old boys. They could be out doing weird stuff. Instead, they're showing up to be adorable and fun and such. I mean, they were fearless. They didn't worry about who was looking at them. They were just silly and awesome.
They were fun. Tell me the story about, it was a little earlier in the day, and all of the volunteers, the sorority girls, came rushing up to the finish line to welcome what I assume was one of their sisters through the finish, and you had them do a tunnel.
Yeah.
Do you get the story behind that? Because I watched it happen, but I didn't hear the story behind it.
Yeah, so they had been looking for one of their sisters who was running, and they told me about it earlier. And then, I don't know, a few minutes before she got there, they said, "Hey," I think it was Bailey Grover. I think that's her name.
Okay.
And they said, "Bailey Grover is coming soon. She's wearing all black and blonde hair." And then they're like, "She's here." And I just said, "Come, come, 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 come." And they all ran up, and it was adorable. Can you imagine being Bailey Grover with, 30 of your besties just there to celebrate you and hug you? And there's a picture of Bailey walking away from that hug. I'm sure she loved it while it was going on, but on the way out, she was like, her first marathon.
I mean, there's nothing quite like crossing the finish line of your first half marathon or marathon, but to your point, to do that and have your entire tribe there to literally create a love tunnel, right, for you to celebrate. That's special. She'll never forget that, like, ever.
No, we had so many special finishes. Yeah, I mean, so many of our runners were going through active treatment at the moment. So my goal is, what's your name and how many years out, just to celebrate that. I am stage 4 metastatic. I've been doing this for 7 years. I am stage 4 this or that. I mean, I had chemo yesterday. I have chemo tomorrow. Just, I don't know.
I hope what we're seeing is a realization of our various, medical providers that, the studies tell us that if you continue to move your body through treatment, that you feel better, that, that the treatment's more effective, and the statistics of recurrence are lower, and all of there are no negative statistics about continuing to move your body through treatment. Certainly not to do something that would be outrageous, and push yourself, to a point of exhaustion, but to continue to exercise and move is good for you.
So, study in November 22 out of Tel Aviv University showed high intensity aerobic exercise makes cancer 72% less likely to spread. And so I was thinking about all of these women that were out there, and men who are out there doing high intensity aerobic exercise, thinking, starve those little a-hole cells, right? They're doing the thing to save their own life. You got to take your doctor's support, but then arm yourself, make yourself a less vulnerable target. It was fantastic. Yeah. Also of note, Kelly Pravat, she jumped into the half marathon at the last minute. First, she jumped into the 5K, and then she said, "It's my 50th half marathon. I got to do it at the Donna." And she made her own outfit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Kelly came out. She looks so cute. She buys the fabric and she makes her own running clothes for both days. And I just think that's pretty cool.
Can't sew on a button. I can't imagine making my own outfit. I'm a spreadsheet girl. I do not have that special skill.
No. And then Nick Bowles coming all the way from England.
I hope Nick was able to connect with our videography team. I've been trying to get that answered all day today. Nick, let me know. Did they get your interview, dude? I hope so. He loved the hug.
Okay, we're getting a comment that I'm not going to post. Oh, and then we had folks out there doing the virtual.
Yes. Yeah, we published our virtual results today along with the other champions, and we had some pretty impressive performances. Dr. Moreno of Mayo Clinic Jacksonville, who's been a part of our organization from its inception. He's been involved with the breast clinic, and he was not able to be in town this year because of a friend's wedding out of the country. And it was like, don't they know that this is not a weekend to any conflict? So bummed. He's a streaker, so we wanted to keep his streaker status. So he ended up like second or third place in the virtual half, but also logged 838 miles in the Donna 110 challenge. So between October and this weekend, he logged 838 miles for the mile a day. That's like 6 or 7 miles a day. I mean, that's a lot. So super impressive. Todd Whittemore of Houston, Texas. He's raced with us before in the virtual world, and he ran a 3:38 marathon virtually. That's so impressive. So thanks to everybody that if you can't make it in person to race with us virtually, we really do appreciate it.
Okay, so speaking of fast times, our marathon champion on the men's side and overall also won the marathon last year, Travis Lucas, and he was so sweet. I met him Friday evening at the sponsor reception, and great guy. He said, he's overcome a lot of stuff, and running has really helped him through that. And not only was the Donna Marathon the first time he's ever won a race, but he has won every single one of the 10 races he has taken on between Donna Marathons. And then he won 24 as well. And he told me Friday night, he said, I'm going to win it again. Okay. And he did.
He did. And I'm so bummed that I didn't get a chance to visit with him on Friday. I hope that I'll get to know him better next year when he comes to defend his title. But he won handily. Yes. And he won, at least 10 minutes off of his time from last year. That's a lot in a marathon. So he has some incredible talent in him. I think his running career is just starting.
And then our women's, I believe it's our half marathon champion, Sultanov. She ran the Olympic trials marathon the day prior and thought, you know what, let me go pump out another run. And she won ours. I
was like the men's half marathon winner. Yes.
And I thought the women's.
No, the men's half marathon winner, local athlete Sem Sultanov, ran a 1:13. Yep. And had been at the Olympic trials the day before. Yep. And he's a beast.
Okay. Huge props to these people. And I do like when they come through the finish line with their big F cancer sign. And then we get to have everyone in the crowd shout F cancer. And again, these are things that I can't do at other races without getting fired. But I do appreciate at your races. I can say boobies. We can say F cancer. It's very exciting. Claire.
Oh, Claire. Everybody loves my Claire. Thank you for such a great job. Hey, Rudy.
Oh. Favorite race announcer, that's mutual, and favorite race director. I brag about you a whole bunch to Rudy. And folks, if you don't know Rudy, he's really the best race announcer on earth. I'm the sidekick for the second place. He's wonderful.
Don't believe that for a second.
Okay, let's see. Oh, here's a good question. Is there any way to pick up an age group award for the marathon?
There is, and I agree, Beth. I wouldn't have necessarily stuck around and waited for award ceremonies either. Yes, all of the age group awards and all of the awards, if you did not pick up your award, are available at First Place Sports Bay Meadows in Jacksonville. And they'll be there for the next couple of weeks. So swing by anytime they are open and ask for your award. Please pick it up. And if you don't live in Jacksonville and you want to work with us to get it to you, just reach out to us on our info line, info@breastcancermarathon.com. Michelle will take good care of you.
Okay, I have a funny story to share. It's kind of funny, but it's a personal fail. So it's good when I like sharing those. I went to eat lunch at Kava after the expo on Saturday. And a guy came in behind me and he goes, "Oh, what are you running?" I was wearing your gear. I said, "Oh, I'm not running. I'm the race announcer." He goes, "Oh, that's cool. My sister and I are running the marathon for our mom who has breast cancer or is just finishing up with breast cancer. So I said, oh, that's really cool. Tell me about you. And then I'll make a royal steak. And it's Max and his sister, Lauren, who is the other weather gal who works with Tim Deegan.
Yeah.
They were so fantastic. And I said, please send me your information. And it's Routenkrantz is the last name, Lauren and Max Routenkrantz. So I promised him, I said, I'm going to make it special for you. When you come through the finish line, trust me. So then my computer, this is my big reveal, guys, is I don't know everybody's name. I mean, the names on the bib help so much, but sometimes I'm saying names for people that are far away. There's a computer. When you run the race, you got the bib in the back, or the chip in the back of your bib. About 20 yards before you cross the finish line, you cross over a mat, and that gives me the information I need. So I'm looking for that stuff. I'm looking for people I know. But once it starts raining, because I'm out there in no man's land, the first play Sports at Timers, they take the computer. So now I don't have any names at all. Now I'm just willy-nilly trying to make everybody feel special, but also laser targeting the survivor bib. So the race ends. I get home and I think, oh my gosh, I did not say anything for these people. I blew it. I totally blew it. I never saw them come through. And it happens. I'll be walking with a survivor and 20 people come through. Just all you can do, right? So I message Lauren and I say, I'm so sorry. I blew it. I really wanted to make it special, but I missed you. She goes, no, you saw us coming through and you called us a cute couple.
Oh,
so
the brother-sister duo is the cute couple.
Yeah, I mean, Lord knows what goes through my mind. I mean, I know some people running together, they might look like father-daughter. Maybe they're a married couple. I try to mind my P's and Q's on guessing relationships. Yeah. Anywho, so now they're a couple. And then, but I did capture some of their photos. So
good.
These are the Routenkrantz. This is Lauren and her brother Max, and they did the full marathon for their sweet mom, Kathy. And they call Kathy the unstoppable granny. Look at that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and she's the one on the right, unstoppable granny. And it was Kathy's birthday. So not only were her kids running a marathon, that's her right in the middle, but they were running the marathon for her on her birthday. I blew it then. I'm hoping to make up for it now. I'm so sorry, Routenkrantz. What can I do? Whoops. Hopefully that helps.
They looked like they were having the best time. The best time. Such happy smiles in the rainy finish.
Yeah. Yeah. Adorable. So whoopsies. Sorry. Okay. Lori, we got another amazing race day. Thank you, Amanda.
Hi, Mama Mullis. Thank you.
Okay. Here's a good question. This is Kelly, who makes her beautiful running clothes. Is there any unclaimed medals for the booby trapped?
Oh, very interesting. Yes, I believe we have some. Everything came to the warehouse today, so we've got to get in there and get organized, but we might be able to accommodate that. So let me work with Michelle and see what we might be able to do.
Thank you. Kelly's very sweet. Yeah. I know she would love that. And apparently Lauren made things right on the actual news this morning. So anyways, I had to get that off my chest. Can we go and take a look at our Saturday races? Are you up for that?
Yes.
All right, guys. This is 110-mile ultra start, the 5K start and finish, and the Donna Dash. It's not there. All right. Well, we're gonna chat for a second, and I'm gonna upload it. Where'd it go?
I'm gonna brag a little bit on our one of our newer sponsors this year. Had so much fun playing with Sunny Wines this weekend. Maybe because I'm sort of a wino, but you know, it's the Fitz show that I'm able to have a glass because I'm honoring my sponsors. I'm obligated to do so, right?
Absolutely.
So I hope you guys are able to share some cheers, some Sunny with a chance of flowers in the finish line on Sunday.
Yeah, were the finish line tents pretty busy?
They were up until the point that the weather got a little bit dicey. But yeah, up until almost noon, we had quite the party going in Runners Village.
Well, you know what? Another thank you, a random thank you. The popcorn people, whoever they were, they had someone deliver me some big bags of popcorn. I've just started eating them and they're delicious. So
Isn't
thank
it
you,
good?
popcorn.
So good. So fresh and yummy.
Very good.
Mm.
All right. Are we ready now to watch the Saturday races?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bring it on. Here we go. Epic.
That was epic. We had, if not the largest, one of the largest crowds that we've ever had for our Saturday events this weekend. And it was so exciting to see everybody enjoy being in Everbank Stadium and doing their boogie across the finish line as per Jackson's instruction.
That is correct. Yeah, it really is so beautiful. It's a very special experience. What is your goal for registration on Saturday? Do you have something in your mind where you think I'd love to have blank amount of people?
Our goal for the 5K or for the Saturday events was 1750, and that was a nice little growth from last year. And we went over 2,000. So it sold out. I mean, I had to stop taking registrations because I was worried that not everybody would get a medal. And I'm not going to send you home with a consolation prize that way. I mean, we want you to wear your medal for at least a week. You got to wear it to work. You got to wear it to school. You got to wear. Caleb wore his half marathon medal to school Monday. It was super fun. I mean, you gotta have bragging rights that way.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's not showcasey. It's appropriate. You should do it. I say do it until the ribbon smells bad.
That's a good rule of thumb. I agree.
Okay. We're going to bounce just a little sunshine poppers. Thank you, sunshine poppers. You made me very happy because I forgot to eat on race day, and being able to go back to my hotel room and eat all your popcorn was fantastic. Okay. Is Jamie Saunders our ultra champion?
Yes. Jamie was is our women's ultra champion this year, and her counterpart on the men's side is Charles Poblins. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. And I'm sorry, Napolitano is a hard one too, so forgive me. But Charles is a Jacksonville runner and Jamie is from Gainesville, and they came in together like hand in hand. It was absolutely so much fun to watch.
Okay, so that's super sweet. I did not know Jamie was from Gainesville. So her and I are going to have to be best friends. She messaged me today. So when she came through the finish line, it was in a very soggy, cold part of the event. And people were taking her pictures. All of a sudden I looked over and she was holding the ribbon like this. And I just draw the line. I was like, okay, enough. Get her out of there. Go get her dried up. The poor girl.
She had won 110 miles. I think I'd be on the ground doing.
poor dear. She was trying to be such a good sport. And finally I was like, enough, no more photos, get her out. So she called, or she messaged to thank me. She was like, thank you for sending me away to get Worm. But what an adorable person. What adorable duo they were. That's very, very impressive. Okay.
And then Dawn Lisenby, who we're hearing from right now, with Jamie, is a champion through and through. Dawn was our champion last year.
That's right.
And puts on some amazing races herself. And so she called me and said, because I invite all of our champions back for the following year. We comp their entry and we invite them to our VIP events. We want them to reign as Donna champs. And she called me and she said, I really would prefer to help this year. Let me come and crew the 110 and be out there for everybody. She had an idea of putting, sort of another aid stations out, in a kind of the furthest point away from our base camp so that she can check on our athletes. So she was there, all night long, as athletes raced and did a great job.
So apparently it was Charlie's first marathon along with first ultra. That is bonkers to just say, you know what?
Seriously?
I don't need to do a full marathon. Straight to the 110.
Just jump right in. 5K, 110 miles. I didn't know. That's pretty incredible.
That is one. Look at you, Wesley. And then I love the Twiggs story. So Chris Twiggs is a big deal part of the Donna Foundation. He works with the Galloway Pace team and he manages the 110 ultras. And so Chris ran the half, and his 79-year-old dad, he has for 6 years. What kind of cancer is it? It's one of
cancer. It's a stomach cancer of some sort, I believe. Yep, but cancer has not stopped him for 1 second.
No, and then Wesley ran the full. So the Twiggs guys, and then Diana Twiggs.
Wesley, you killed that marathon, man. I believe that was a PR for him. Raced so well. Well done, dude.
Wow. And he has the perfect stash for trail running too. So if he wants to also dabble into trails, he fit right in. You got to have one of those. In fact,
an amazing family. And I've been running with the Twigs since those kids were in jog strollers.
Oh, that's very sweet. Very sweet. Okay. Everybody loves Dawn Station. So
yeah.
All right. James is off. James is our male breast cancer survivor, always showing up loud and proud to remind guys that they get breast cancer too. And they should squeeze their stuff. And if they find anything weird, say something ASAP.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Thanks,
and then I'm sorry, say that again.
That is true. So Carolyn, that is a great point. So you had Papa Twigs out there running. You had Wesley, Chris, Diana, Chris's wife Diana, and then Mama Twigs, Chris's mom, handed out medals all day long in the finish line.
So sweet.
Yep. Thank you, Mama Twigs.
So nice. Yeah, whole family affair. All right. One of the things I wanted to reference that our two firefighters who did the 5K, Jeremy La Traverse and Tony, I can't remember your last name, Tony, but just swoon, right? Just total swoon. Any person in uniform makes me swoon. But when they come out and they do a whole race with the flag and the pink firefighter outfit on Tony, it just, yes, please. All of that. Yes. That's a highlight for me.
We have a streaker, Ike. Did you see Ike? He also had his pink police uniform and runs with us every single year.
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've got all kinds of pictures of Ike. I'll send you.
Okay. I don't know how I missed it. I apologize, Ike, but I did see Pink Elvis, and that was a whole
also
bunch
a streaker.
Okay. He was very nice. He was very kind. Very kind.
You know what? I even thought about this earlier today is when Fitz asked me what my favorite part of the weekend is. This is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say the thing anyway. It was that we finally got the survivor and streaker photos momentum, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Sunday, especially when we had everybody up on the stage and that sun was coming up and I was sort of freaking out about the red sky at morning, Sailors Take morning bit, but we had all of our streakers on the stage. There's 100 of them. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait to have that photo. I might have to frame it for the office. That's just amazing. I'm so happy to see everybody all at one place.
Yeah, 100 streakers. I did not know that. How did I not know that? We should talk more about that on race
That
day.
that's
Yeah.
a lot. I mean, 17 years, either the full or the half marathon every single year.
So that reminds me of like Los Angeles Marathon, which I've announced for a very long time. They're almost at year 40, and many of
Mm,
our legacies or streakers are in their 90s, and they still come out every year. They're not giving up their status. It's very impressive. Doing something like this actually convinces people to commit to
mhm.
healthy living and athletic adventure. They don't have the luxury of getting out of shape and overweight because they know in 200 and something days they got to do another marathon. So very cool
That's
indeed. Okay, what else? I think I had one more thing. Do I have another thing? I don't have another thing. This is what I want to know is when does registration open for next year?
We will open registration for next year in July. Traditionally, we are either July 1st, July 13th, somewhere around that time frame. So there's no reason why that won't happen again. But definitely put a Sharpie pen in your calendars. We will begin on Friday, January the 31st this year, which
Oh,
gives me a little bit of a heart palpitation that we're the first Sunday in February. So the calendaring this year puts us at
okay.
January 31st as the start for the weekend. I'm not sure we've ever had the word January in our language for this event, but super excited. And Lindsay Hawker won the Survivor division of the 5K. That was super fun to see and see her hold up the
Yeah.
break. That was awesome. Good job,
So
Lindsay.
so she was breast cancer survivor Barbie and her hot pink and her pretty hair. She's so cute. It was very
Yeah.
sweet.
Do you remember Barbie finishing
Yes,
the
of course.
uh the marathon on Sunday? Had her
Uh-huh.
Barbie t-shirt on, but nothing can quite compare to Dr. Edith Perez's Barbie jacket at the
That's wild.
VIP reception on Friday night. Did you see that thing?
I did. Tell everybody about it.
So Dr. Perez comes in and she's got this. I wish I had a photo that I could figure out how to share, but this just epic bright pink leather jacket. It had Barbie like bedazzled with like tassels on the back. It had the epic Barbie in the black bathing suit, on the sleeve, and all of these charms everywhere. I mean, it was the most incredible jacket I've ever seen. And I asked her about it, and she said, "Yeah, no big whoop. The costume designer for the Barbie movie made it for me."
Wow.
Or someone affiliated with the Barbie movie made that jacket for her, and so now I have requested that she leave that to me in her will, but
Yeah,
apparently I
yeah.
was Donna asking her the same thing, so that's okay.
Hmm. That
But
was
it was
very,
pretty.
very
It
cool
was
indeed. This was a nice moment with Dan. Dan, remind me what your girlfriend's name was. I feel like it was, I'm thinking Lorena, but I could be totally wrong. But yeah, he came through in honor of his girlfriend. He had her on his shirt and just sweet. So many people are out there. It's really meaningful. It's not just a distance. It's what can you do when you, especially if you've lost someone, what can you do? Right? You can keep their memory alive. You can try to help so people don't get put in the same situation, but just so sweet. There's so much of that. It's all
one
very
of
neat.
the one of the memories of the weekend that I will take with me. And and when you're in this work, the things that are changing lives or what you keep with you.
Yeah.
Um, it was at the Donna Dash, and you got these two babies crossing the finish line. They were probably 5 years old, and little towhead little girl, and she flings her hands up in the air and she does her twirl just like Jackson told her to, and having the best time, and with their dad. And Donna kind of comes back towards me after we were all just smiling watching these kids finish, and Donna's kind of a little, she's ball, crying, and I'm like, what? And she said that they had lost their mom, and this dad is bringing his kids to this event, and they're celebrating mom. And at that age, you have to know they're not going to have a whole lot of memory specifically of her, but they will always remember her because this dad is taking the initiative to bring them to events like this to celebrate their mom. What a special dad. If that dad is out there watching this, thank you for being such an amazing dad for those girls, for those kids, little girl, little boy.
Tough cookie. And this is Dan's girlfriend, Lenore. So I got it a little backwards. I thought it was Lorena, but yeah, Dan, you keep coming back and we'll keep celebrating Lenore. Just a lot of love here. Okay. Where can everybody get the survivor photos?
So as soon as I catalog the 1,000 gabillion photos that come through the door, I will make sure that we get a whole bunch of albums out on out somewhere where everybody can get to them. If not Facebook albums, some way of making sure that you guys can get access to those. Right. In addition to your marathon photos that hopefully all of you have gotten your email on and that you're enjoying already. Now,
are the photos for sale?
Yes.
Is it? Okay. And it's marathon photos with the PHOTOS, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That marathon photos. All right. Mandy's got it in the calendar already. Groundhog's Day. You know what's going to happen? You're going to have to do your race twice. We're going to make you double time. I make up real weird rules and you're just going to have to abide, right? Another lap.
One more time. You can do it. Everyone does an ultra.
Yeah. Oh, and then I just thanks everybody for being so sweet at the finish line. Just because a noisy lady runs up to give you a hug and a squish, or the race director gives you a hug and a squish, doesn't mean you have to hug back. But I feel like everybody hugs back. It's a very smushy group of people.
It's a very hug positive event.
I love everybody here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, I remember Clint. Yes,
and
Clint.
Gray.
You looked like you might have yeah. He really did look like he had lost all of his blood. But I saw him come out of medical attention and I'm like, oh wow, you're very handsome young man.
Yeah. So folks, this is the thing is, thank goodness Amanda does things right, because there's medics right at the finish line. So quite often I'm the first person to see people because I'm the first person to see everybody. Usually I'm like right there, but he came through. He had kind of a scooping arms and slack jaw and gray. There just wasn't any blood flowing through his body. I actually thought you were going to have cardiac arrest. So as he came through the finish line, I was like, go. I gave him a good solid shove to the medics. And then I didn't see him again. And I thought, I hope he's okay. But you saw him. Amanda was like, wow, he looked great.
Pop out of there, a little while later. And I thought, wow, that's the same person.
Crazy. I'm guessing IV fluids. I'm guessing IV fluids, Clint. What did they do for you? Maybe Diet Coke. Maybe they just gave him decaffeinated Diet Cokes, and that's what
I brought you a Diet Coke at some point during the day, and it definitely brought you back to life.
All right, how about this? So our 110 champion, who bypassed doing a marathon first and jumped straight into 110, his big question of the show is, any chance you're going to do a 220-mile distance?
Oh, I mean, why not? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, what else we've got? I love all your comments too. It's such an engaging audience. Okay, so Donna Marathon, half marathon registers in July. When can people register for the Mother's Day 5K?
That is an excellent question. I am hoping to get Mother's Day registration opened no later than February the 13th. So the next official email you get from us will be next up. The Ice Donna Mother's Day 5K. We will launch that registration, and I'm super excited about that. And Fitz, I hope you'll come back and party with us. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna have a good time.
Absolutely. And then will you redo the TPC at Sawgrass in the fall again?
So once we get Mother's Day 5K out of the way, we'll launch some registration for our Donna 5K at TPC. And the Players Championship's actually coming up. It's next month. And thank you to all of you for your registration for Donna Marathon Weekend. It qualified us for Birdies for Charity. So all of you who guessed all of those weird golf questions in registration, you are entered to win $10,000 from the Players Championship. So I hope one of our Donna peeps will win that award. It's happened before. So we have a track record of a Donna donor winning the big prize from the Players Championship.
Hey, this is a great bit. Yes, of course. Thank you, Jeff and Barb Galloway, for the 26.3, and Chris and Sheena. What a wonderful resource for the late finishers to have something super fun, and all the best snacks are at that party.
That's right. It's really what makes this event very special. We really do care about each and every person that crosses the finish line, and Chris and Sheena make sure that it's super special for every single last person.
Hey, you know what of note is, if everybody isn't aware, Jeff Galloway is one of the founders, and 2.5 years ago, we had multiple heart attacks, and he struggled for a little bit. He looked rough, and it's just so good to see him looking so good. And so we were in the hotel together, passing each other. I said, Jeff, you look so good. You look so healthy now. He goes, same to you. And I know so many of us who go through these things, you forget that people hold you there and they worry about you. You know, I still get so many, I'm almost 4 years out of treatment, and people still come up and say, are you okay? And I say, yeah, I'm good. No, really, are you okay? People are still so concerned. And it's just wonderful to see Jeff looking fantastic again, aging backwards.
That's right. And he ran the 5K. Some great shots of him in the 5K finish line. It was good to see. Definitely good to see.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, Barb's the queen. We love Barb. Oh, and then the Masters champion, also a survivor. That's right. That is right. She's been hardcore.
She's so amazing. Catherine, if you haven't seen, and we'll try to get a link out, we're trying to get a link from Runner's World so that we can share it without it being behind a paywall. But Runner's World interviewed Catherine Martin. She's our survivor marathon champion, and is she's won it several times, like 4 or 5 times. She's won our survivor division, and the race means so much to her. And she's an athlete. She's a legit, athlete, and used Donna to qualify for the World Marathon Majors Abbott age group. I'm getting the name of that so wrong, and I apologize to the Abbott World Majors for doing so. But she qualified for the age group championships and went out to Chicago and competed. Wow. And just her story is so special in terms of what our event means to her, and what the running community, what it means to her. And so we'll make sure we get that link out.
Yeah, just stories after stories. I would like to take another minute to thank Gilead for sponsoring me and my happy mouth, my big happy noise this weekend, sponsoring our shows, and their Gilead professionals they sent out to our race were so much fun.
We had so much fun. The team from Gilead they were there, and part of their sponsorship involved our break tape this year. And so I asked them at the start of the day, they were waiting for our VIP venue in Surfer the Bar to open so that they could be in a nice, warm, dry place all day long, enjoying the food and the drink and watching from on high. And I said, do you guys want to come and hold the break tape for the winners this year? And they're like, okay, and we stood in the finish line for
hours,
like 4 hours.
Yeah. They were totally into it.
The best time. And they did such a great job as spotter, because sometimes it's hard to you see the lights, the police coming, with the lead, but they don't come all the way through. They have to kind of turn off. So you kind of have to be a good spotter to spot some of the winners sometimes. And they did an amazing job that way.
Yes. And this year I brought a second big pink cowbell. I thought, I'll bring another, and then people can share and use my cowbell. So they both had my cowbells. And at one point I was walking past them and I almost got whacked in the face with 500 Gilead pros, but I did some sort of limbo maneuver to not get thing, and it would have been this black eye brought to you by Gilead. It would have been hilarious. Didn't happen. Maybe next year. Maybe next year you guys can sock me right in the the big blue eye for sure. Hey, Amanda.
Yes, ma'am.
This was awesome. You have raised, is it over $175,000 so far?
So far, over 175,000 that our fundraisers have raised, and we will continue to wrap that project up. I know some of you often get pledges for your miles, and so there's a good bit of fundraising still left to do. We will keep all of that open through the end of March. So now is the time, fundraisers, put out your finish line shots and say, hey, I did it, show me some love, and let's serve more families living with breast cancer. We cannot do the work that we do without all of you choosing to fundraise on our behalf and coming out and putting one foot in front of the other. So our work is not finished. Let's keep going.
Absolutely. Hi, Beth. I love you, Beth. So plan to register next week for the Mother's Day 5K. Plan to raise some funds, especially now that you've seen it, you've been embedded in it. I think this is a really nice opportunity. If you haven't already done so, follow 26.2 with the Donna and the Donna Foundation on Instagram and Facebook. That allows Amanda and her team to communicate with everybody more effectively and get the words out and let you know we're going to do shows and we're going to have races. You can follow me. I'm right here. And so listen, I'm going to actually upload the audio version of this onto Spotify as this week's episode of the Fitzness Show. And when we round up, so more people can hear about what we've done. But at the end of the Fitzness Show, we always do Song of the Week. So I'm going to let you suggest, what song do you think people should choose for exercise this week and why?
Oh, exercise. You got me on the exercise. I was going to go with Grateful because it is the Donna Deegan theme song that she had us playing all weekend. And it personifies really what we're all about of waking up every day and just being grateful. And so I'm going to,
but I want exercise. Give me an exercise.
Oh, exercise. Oh, I don't know. Putting me on the spot. What about some Beastie Boys? Is that weird? Could we do some Beastie Boys? That's a good one. Any Beastie Boys tune. Maybe Intergalactic. A little nod to our Believe in the Run friends who put on Grit for us every year as a fundraiser. And this year they had a Space Odyssey theme. And Intergalactic Planetary was brought back into my playlist because I hadn't thought about it in a long time. So there it is. That's the one. Thank you, Megan and Tommy.
That's Megan, excellent choice, folks. If you want us to submit a song in the week, or I actually have an opportunity now for people to be on my show by submitting stories. Perhaps right now the great topics are my incredible comeback, my poop-tastrophes, race day poop-tastrophes. Those are kind of fun. I love
the signs on the course that say now is not the time to trust a toot.
Right. And especially if you've been having a gel. Look, everybody's giving their song suggestions.
Yeah, that one's mine for sure. Running by David Dallas. Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, that's the best, Mark.
Always. All right. I'm going to kick you out. You need to go sit with your wine and watch Netflix. Don't Netflix and chill. We know what that means. We've already been in trouble for that.
I'm in the know now. I know now.
Is there anything you want to say to people before we sign off?
Oh, you guys are making my gratitude list for at least the next 364 days until we're back together again. Love you guys so much. Thank you.
All right. And thank you, Amanda, for all your hard work. Thank you, Donna Deegan, for founding this thing and serving so many people. She really is a tiny little ball of power. And I had a blast. I love being a part of this organization. I love fawning all over our athletes. And it just makes me a better person. And it's so much fun. So thank you, everybody. We love you. And we'll see you soon. Bye, team. Get to work.